There's nothing wrong with interracial dating. I mean, everybody has something that they like or acquire. Some people like black women, some people like white women, or some people it just doesn't matter. But sometimes we have people in our community that I really feel hate the race. And we have them on either side. There are black men who are like that, but more specifically, there are black women like that. And they consider themselves to be divestors. Now, this is very interesting because one of the young ladies who's a divestor here on YouTube is a hilarious young lady by the name of Olivia DeBish.
Hey y'all, what it is, bitch?
Yes, that is her name on YouTube. Give her a round of applause. I believe that she's very creative for even thinking about a name like that. I would have never thought about that as a username. But be it as it may, she's a lady with a nice weave, might I add. It's very nice. She only wants to date white men.
I want a real white man.
And she has such a love for white men, she makes comments about them like this.
Hey y'all, what it is? Okay, so I wanted to make this list, kind of, sort of the types of white men I adore personally and what I like the most out of my white zaddies. Okay. Number one would be I like them country. And if they're not super country, at least act like a normal white man. I do not want to date a Paul Wall ass, Vanilla Ice ass, Post Malone ass, white boy, a wigger, if you will. You know, the ones that want to act like niggas. I don't want to date them. Okay, so yeah. If you're not country, at least act like a normal white man. But I prefer country only because they are more protective normally. They don't give a f. They're normally not trying to be all, oh, I feel so sorry for that random black guy, blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
And on the same token, she really dislikes black men. And we can tell by commentary like this.
Let's talk about these dusty ass niggas. Okay. So when I say dusty, I don't mean tax bracket, okay? All black men are dusty. It does not matter their tax bracket. Gabrielle Union is married to Dwayne Wade, and he makes millions of dollars, and she still has to go 50-50 with his, you know, he cheated on her and had a baby on her. Russell Simmons, who has a lot of money, millions, cuts off his daughter's health insurance for no reason because he's mad. To punish her because he's an abusive. Anyway, that makes me so angry. Anyway, he's a piece of shit, okay? And he has all those allegations and charges.
And again, I think it's, you know, maybe a little mean, but okay. If you don't like black men, guess what? You just don't like black men. And we could be able to accept that. We can understand that, hey, this beautiful young lady wants nothing to do with us because we are dusty, and you know what, maybe we're just too broke, and maybe some of our breath doesn't smell that good. I don't know, for whatever reason that she's saying. So she's just not interested in us as a group. It's sad. I would have loved to date her, but she says no. Can I get a crying sound effect? Yeah, keep the crying going. I'm very sad about that. And hopefully one day she will change her mind so I can spend all of my money on her. But guys, here's something that's going on in her life. As you know, Olivia DeBish is a recovering alcoholic. She used to be an alcoholic, but she's been sober for 2 years. That's why you see these particular videos called Alcoholism Stole My Mind, I'm So Lost, and the fake tears. But, you know, and I feel like everyone effing hates me. So let's do this. Let's play a few clips of these, and then we're gonna come back.
I'm gonna talk about this though. I'm a recovering alcoholic, as y'all know, and it's just hard. I'm so depressed. Okay, I miss alcohol, but not in the sense that I'm gonna relapse. I know I'm not gonna relapse. I can't afford to relapse. I can't physically afford to do it. If I were to relapse, that would be basically me saying I just want to die. So I know I can't relapse, you know. But I've just been very depressed, and having kind of like creator's block in my mind about my videos.
Now, again, this is a personal issue. It is not to make fun of the young woman, because to be quite frank, I feel a little sorry for her. And the reason why is because we all suffer with personal issues. But you know what is good about having friends or preferences? Well, typically your preferences should be able to be there for you in the time that you need them. For example, I prefer to be in Uganda. Give me a round of applause. Celebration music, Dima. Keep you dancing in the background. Yes, I prefer to be in Uganda, and I have friends and close colleagues here so that when I need help, they can support me. But let's talk about Olivia and some of her bad dates that she's went through. It's not that good, so let's check it out.
Like, I own that I have mental health issues. I have bipolar, I have BPD. Those two things me in my love life. Definitely. I'm not saying that I don't. I'm just saying that this guy was cuddling up on me, smelling on me, trying to kiss my titties and whatnot. But yet, you don't want to rush into things. I bet you if I would have been like, he would have rushed into my pussy. Anyway, y'all, so the rest of the evening was awkward. Him yelling at the TV and me eating my Chick-fil-A, and he did buy me snacks though. I do remember he bought me some snacks. So I ate my snacks and it was just awkward. And then he said, well, be ready for tomorrow. I have a surprise for you. Get dressed. We're going to somewhere nice tomorrow afternoon for lunch. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm gonna get ready. And he was like, it's a surprise though. And guess what? The next morning he texted me saying, I know I told you to dress up, Olivia. I know I did. But, I realized I'm broke from my business trip. Do you mind going to Panera Bread with me instead?
Hey y'all, what it is. So I realized something, that people only like me, it seems, or people only flock to my videos if I'm complaining about my own love life or about something that's happened to me that's horrible and not my success. It feels like people hate me just in general sometimes, and maybe this is my BPD acting up and I'm just assuming everybody hates me, but that's what I'm feeling. It's my sober week. It's my sober anniversary weekend essentially. Yesterday was my 2-year mark or whatever. I don't get nearly as many views unless I'm crying on here about a bad date or I'm crying about something else. It's always, why do I always have to cry and basically pour my heart out? But if something good happens to me, I only get not that many people who actually give a shit about the good things that are happening to me.
Yeah, you see, guys, it seems like she has a problem with her preference, preferring her. You see, I'm not here to make fun of her as an alcoholic or recovering alcoholic, because that is technically bullying. And to be honest, I am glad that she's been sober for 2 years. And I hope that she overcomes all of the issues that she's had in her life. Here's the issue. Your preference for the white man that you want, it seems like to me, they don't want to prefer you. Why is that? Why don't they like you? Why is it a big problem? Why don't they want to deal with you in any way? Well, see, because you prefer them, but it's something about you that makes them want to go away. And this is not only her. I see this as a repetitive problem in interracial dating. You have African-American women or African-American men or whatever, black people in general, preferring to love these Europeans that you say that you really want so much. And just look at how desperate that is, right? Imagine a white man that would have her channel and he was talking about how he disliked white women so much, but he wanted only black women and he can't keep a black woman. It's ridiculous. It wouldn't make any sense. And no one would respect you. Just think about a white guy who could look at her YouTube channel and with that particular attitude, because you prefer somebody so much, because your low self-esteem is that low, that in your time of need, you can't even depend on them, because you come to the internet crying about your issues because you don't have either enough value or enough patience or whatever to keep the person that you want. But you sure got enough smoke for a black man, which is very interesting to me. So hopefully all of you can remember and learn from this. You should never be the kind of person that puts your own group or people down at the behest of somebody else or on the behalf of somebody else who probably doesn't even take you that seriously, because you're not able to obtain what you prefer. And every time you try to obtain them, it leaves. Or when you try to obtain them, it's not at the quality of the person that you want. It's probably not a black person's fault. It's probably not even a white man's fault. Individually, I believe it's her fault. But you know what? You can't say that because people get so mad. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Discard the bell. We're out.